What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. And y'all, today I'm mad because only in America can the man who was the victim, y'all remember Damien Picket from the Riverfront situation, he's now charged. We got to talk about it. Like the video's intro plays because we got a lot to get into.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
One, please. When you reach out to me, make it make common sense, please.
I make it make sense. Are you being nice tonight?
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dream. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
That is a man hand. That's a man hand. Hey, that pressure changed to y'all. Only a man knows what a man needs.
Are you being good today? Hell nah, I'm not going to be good today. I'm actually upset. Y'all know when the Riverfront situation happened, the ancestors were proud because for me, that was a moment where we got to see I am my brother's keeper. This man was straight up innocent, just doing his job. Y'all remember the situation. It was everywhere a couple months ago. It was everywhere. So to now hear that he's getting charged, I'm mad. I'm pissed. So let me go ahead and let you hear what they had to say.
3 months after the Montgomery Riverfront brawl, charges have been filed against the riverboat's co-captain. Online court records show Damien Picket is charged with third-degree assault. CNN is reporting that in a new complaint. One of the original defendants, Zachary Shipman, alleges he was not attempting to fight Picket, all during an argument over a dockside parking spot. Shipman says he was only defending himself and suffered a bruised cheekbone after Picket punched him in the face. That altercation quickly grew to an all-out brawl, all captured on video, igniting a social media firestorm. Shipman was previously charged with assaulting Picket and is scheduled to go on trial later this month. He has pled not guilty. Picket has not yet entered a plea.
The fact is, only in America can you be doing your job, have drunk people come up to you, attack you, jump you, and now you're charged. But I wanted to bring you guys some updates because we didn't really cover it. It was covered a lot. So 2 of the 5 went ahead and pled guilty. But I don't know if you know this, but what the main guy said to him was disgusting. So I want you guys to hear this too.
Case. 4 of the people charged appeared in court. One of the men said sorry and entered a guilty plea. Joining us in the newsroom right now, WSFA 12 News anchor Rosanna Smith. And Rosanna, you were in the courtroom when Richard Roberts apologized. Tell us more.
Val, he spoke directly to Damien Picket, the co-captain of the Harriet II, and the 16-year-old deckhand. Roberts apologized for his actions and told Picket he believed they would be friends under different circumstances. Now, the brawl.
Under what circumstances would they be friends? What?
Broke out after a dispute of a dockside spot for boats in August. The 16-year-old dockhand was injured in this case, along with his mother. They testified. One accusation we heard previously was that racial slurs were used before the brawl started. Now, both testified that Roberts was not the one who made the slurs. Today, Roberts pled guilty to assault. Mary Todd also entered a guilty plea for harassment. Roberts initially took his case to trial, but during a recess, reached that plea deal. His attorney says they're glad this is behind them.
Y'all remember that these were business owners. So they're glad that it was behind them because their business was suffering. That's why they're glad it's behind them.
think it's ready just to move on and get on with our lives. And I think today, there'll be no appeal, and he's accepted responsibility. And again, appreciate the city for the plea agreement and working it out.
I'm absolutely sure you appreciate the city. You probably made that plea agreement on some golf course because y'all are all cousins and friends, and it's still the days of the good old boys.
Roberts received a 4-month suspended sentence. He'll serve weekends only in Perry County. That starts next Saturday. Mary Todd will go through anger management. Val?
All right, Rosanna. Now, there are 3 other people charged. Where do their cases stand right now?
Well, Val, Alan Todd and Zachary Shipman were in court today. Their cases were moved to next month. And the 5th suspect, Reggie Ray, is also expected in court next month. And Ray is the one seen on video allegedly hitting a woman with a folding chair. We've learned that woman is Robert's wife. Ray is only charged with disorderly conduct and not assault. Richard's attorney says Robert's wife did not press charges against Ray and does not plan to. Val?
All right, Rosanna, thank you for the update. All 5 suspects faced misdemeanor charges in this case.
I want you guys to hear exactly what was said because it's important, because this was actually the law, the lay of the land. They felt like this man was the victim initially. So how he's charged is interesting to me.
5 minutes. As they attempted to contact the operators of the private boat via PA system, they were only responded to with obscene gestures, curse words, and taunting. The co-captain was then picked up by a separate vessel and brought to the pier in an attempt to have a conversation with the private boat owners and or have those boats moved so that the Harriet could dock. A confrontation ensued between the co-captain and Mr. Picket, the co-captain, being attacked by several members of the private boat.
Attacked. This was the official press conference. He was not charged, nothing, because they knew what was up.
Members of the Harriet II came to Mr. Pickett's defense, engaging in what we all have seen since on social media. I'll give you a timeline as to the way the calls came in and the Montgomery Police Department's response. The original call came in at 7 p.m. as a typical disturbance. The caller, who was the captain of the Harriet, was very calm and not in distress. As additional calls were received, at 7:15 p.m., the call was dispatched to the Montgomery Police Department. 7:18, the first units, 4 Montgomery Police Department officers arrived on scene, with 3 shortly thereafter. 13 individuals were detained and brought to police headquarters for questioning and interviews. Those interviews lasted several hours. At that time, all parties involved were released pending further investigation, but were all given instructions on how to secure warrants on combatants. We have since consulted with and are continuing to work with the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, our state police agency.
Insane. There was one other thing that I wanted you guys to hear. Okay, here we go. This was actually in his own words. This was after the dust had settled. They recently sat down with Robin from ABC News and actually got their moment to talk and tell how they felt everything came about. That includes the young boy who swam across to help his coworker. So let's see.
Boaters attacking an Alabama ferry boat crewman, Damien Picket, which led to chaos on the Riverfront dock. Well, this morning, for the first time, Damien and 2 coworkers who came to his defense are telling their stories.
I didn't expect this to happen at work today. I was expecting another peaceful, nice cruise.
This morning, the men at the center of that violent and viral Alabama boat dock brawl speaking for the first time.
Oh, my God. I was in a shock, just straight shock.
The lead deckhand, Damien Picket, seen here in his white uniform, telling us how the altercation last month in Montgomery first began. So you're on the boat, you're trying to dock. Just tell us what was going on.
It was just a lot of people that was in the way of us docking, and the boats just wouldn't move. We could have docked but we would end up hitting a couple of those boats and be responsible for it.
This illegally parked boat blocking the city's riverboat from docking.
Those guys who parked there were told not to leave it there, and they left it there.
Crew members making several attempts to ask the owner to move.
Everybody's yelling, "Could y'all move y'all boat?" By the captain's order, we got off and moved the boat. 4 steps to the right. That's it. Words were exchanged, and I was like, I'm just doing my job. After we dock, we don't mind y'all staying there, but not at this time while we're trying to dock.
What exactly were they saying to you at this time?
Just some nasty words, cuss words that I don't like, violence. And alcohol involved. They got beers in their hands while they're on the dock. So I would try my best to ignore them.
What's going through your mind at that time?
The people of the boat, their safety. Getting them in, getting everybody off, and getting them home. Plus, I'm thinking about his boat also. Because if
I know y'all are angry, but please hit the like button. It is a free way to support the channel.
boat hits his boat, it's going to sink.
A shirtless man confronts him.
One guy, he's been there before. He knows the rules and regulations. That's why he was asking me, where's the sign?
Then another man quickly becoming aggressive. Damien tossing his hat, bracing for what's to come.
This man just put his hand on me. I was like, if it's my job, but I'm still defending myself at the same time. So when he touched me, I was like, it's on.
In just seconds, several people outnumbering Damien. One woman seen kicking him while he's down. Rushing to help protect the crew member, 2 of Damien's co-workers, including longtime friend Ra-Ra.
Me walking up to the
Ra-Ra is in white.
asking them, well, why did you all jump on him like that? And he referring to me, well, who do you think you are? You know, and a lot of racial slurs were going on.
And diving into the scene, 16-year-old Aaron. What was it that you saw that made you get in that water? Have you ever swam that fast before?
No. When they first started hitting on him, no one helped. I couldn't just watch and sit around and just let him get beat on while everybody else is just recording.
In over a decade of Damien working as a crew member, he says he never imagined a day ending like this. How are you physically right now?
I'm just a little sore, a little bumps and bruises here and there, but I'm here by the grace of God.
4 of the boaters involved now facing misdemeanor assault charges. When asked about the incident, the defendants telling ABC News they had no comment.
I was still trying to get that boat in while the fights were still going on. I'm still telling the captain, we got to get these folks here safely to the stop.
When that ferry finally docked, some passengers joining in on the fight. A man seen swinging a chair, now charged with disorderly conduct. Police confirming these videos are part of their investigation.
I went to work, not to be in a fight or get jumped on. It's a cause and effect to every situation.
Before y'all start recording and joking and laughing, how about think and help people? He could.
Now, this is why it was such a big deal for me. This was really the first time that I really saw people being their brother's keeper, and they put their phones down. We are in a generation where the first thing anybody wants to do is they want to go viral, the phones go up. This is why the ancestors were proud in that moment. It was forget the phones. Let me help this man who's innocent, did nothing, and now he's being jumped.
Could have got injured and worse. You don't know what could have happened that day.
And according to our affiliate there in Montgomery, Alabama, all five people charged in the brawl have pleaded not guilty, and they've all been released on bond. And Damien's been a crew member for 11 years.
Now, since then, I gave you guys the update. Two of them have already pled guilty. So we're going to see what else goes on with this case. As things progress, I definitely will give you guys some updates. I just wanted to come in and bring that to you guys. I'm going to see you guys later. I have other videos that will be coming out that won't make you mad, but this was important. These are the kind of things we have to talk about. And yes, we will be talking about the young man. I believe his name is Elijah, who's the man who took his life has been acquitted. We will be talking about that as well, because that really upset me. But you have to talk about these things because that's what impacts change. Absolutely disgusted. Elijah McClain was his name. And we will continue to say his name, and anybody else who is the victim. Only in America, y'all. I'm going to see you guys later. Have a good morning.